Okay, real quick before we get into this episode. Look, some things just come together perfectly. And some things you nudge in the right direction. Dolph's 1 year on Quinn being the same day as his QuinnCast debut? That's called curation, darling. Happy anniversary, Dolph. Now let's get into it.
Hello.
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 Aww.
The musical. QuinnCast the musical.
It's coming.
Again, it needs to come. Careful.
Yep.
Careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No one's stealing your fucking ideas because we'll know.
Yeah. Well, we'll know when it's called QuinnCast the musical because they're not in QuinnCast.
That's ours, you son of a bitch.
Second.
So, hi, ladies. Welcome back to another Hit the Spotlight.
I know.
Oh my
Yes.
God. I'm excited.
God.
I know we say that every time, like I'm excited, but like it's so interesting, like the different personalities and the different types of people. And
Who do we have on today's Hit the Spotlight?
We have Dolph in the QuinnCast studio waiting room right now.
hey,
Yes,
Dolph.
we do.
We do. We're so excited. So, Dolph, in case you don't know, how could you not? He's an erotic voice actor you may have seen or heard on Quinn or Reddit. He's that manic weirdo pretending to be like a subby werewolf or the personification of the IRS. Your kinky boy next door. It's Dolph.
I do love that our guests send in their bios and you never know what you're going to get.
No.
So true. I love it so much.
I love the
How
subby
exciting.
werewolf.
So,
But yeah,
I
shall
know
we
you.
bring the lovely subby werewolfy IRS man Dolph into the studio?
come on in, Dolph.
Do it.
Dolph! I've got to get out of my head.
Hello, Dolph.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey,
how
Dolph.
are you?
Good. How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
A good subby werewolf being early.
Thank you very much. Yes. Better than late, I suppose.
How you doing?
Doing good. I'm in a very chill, mellow mood today, and I'm feeling good. How are y'all?
Great.
Good.
Good. I wish I could say I ever feel mellow, but
Never, Jules. Never
Never.
fucking feels mellow.
never.
Jesus Christ. I wish you would sometime.
Welcome, Dolph, to the QuinnCast studio.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Very excited. We have got some quality questions and things to ask you.
I mean, of course we do.
All right, I'm excited.
It's QuinnCast. I think Kazza is going to explain the first thing we're going to do with you.
Oh, you have plans for me, do you?
We
Of course
do.
we do.
Many.
Of course we do. We're going to start with a little game, as we do here on QuinnCast, to like warm everybody up. I will tell you about the game, and then we will ask for your consent because consent is important. So, we're going to play a little game called Commit to the Bit. So, we're
Yes.
going to give you a scenario. You'll do your thing. We'll decide whether you were right or not.
So I'm acting out a scenario,
You
and
are.
I need to convince you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yep. All right. So here's the first one. A tax auditor who is enjoying this a little too much.
I think that I know where you got this concept from. It's it should be right up my alley.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So this tax auditor is he coming to your house? Is this
Yes, it's an in-home audit.
Yeah.
an in-home audit? Okay.
Mhm.
Perhaps you would like to sit in my lap as we look over your documents here. Oh my, I see that you have been a very naughty girl. What is this deduction that you tried to make? Oh goodness. A summer dress. Oh, for your business excursions. I see. Yes. Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to let you get away with that one, darling.
Hired.
We do.
Please audit me.
Please come do my taxes.
My books are a mess.
Yes.
Right, can I just say, the British taxmen, fucking boring. Really. That has never happened. I would be very much paying my taxes happily.
Well, you wouldn't because you'd want the auditor to come to your house.
Oh my god.
All right. Okay.
A nervous first-time dom who read one article and is trying their best.
Oh, honey, you're home. Oh, great. Gosh. Okay. So I picked up this Cosmo at the store, and they were talking about what you were telling me just the other day, that you wanted me, that you thought I could be a little bit more, I don't know, a little more like assertive. Yeah. Anyway, so I think I've figured it out. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay. So, baby, get on the bed. Get get on the bed. Yeah. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, good. Yeah, okay. Um, uh, get on your hands and knees for me. Right, right now. Yeah. Okay. Oh, shoot. Actually, could you take your shoes off? I probably should have told you to take your shoes off first. Okay, yeah, okay, good. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do this one for you. This part. Yeah, your skirt. Okay. Oh, is that a clip? Okay, it's a clip, not a zip. Got it. Okay. You feel me back here? Are you feeling my presence? Yeah, is that turning you on? Okay. Good. I'm gonna take charge, and you're gonna do what I say this time, baby. That's right.
Oh my God, this is
Okay. Yeah. Here you go. Yeah. Yeah. Do you like that? Hmm? Are Are you gonna be my good girl? Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. I think did I make that
Oh my
sufficiently
God.
I
awkward?
mean, I genuinely think I've met that Dom.
Yeah.
that was so good.
That was so
It
good.
was so tentative. Like, get on your hands.
Oh, the shoes. The shoes.
The shoes bit killed me.
That's very much a Craigslist Dom. That is Craigslist Dom.
That's a Craigslist Dom. That's a Timu Dom.
Timu Dom. Sounded
Oh,
hot,
Dolph,
though.
that was good.
Still sounded good.
It was- I mean, really, right?
Come on,
It's like
still
Jesus.
did. Come on.
Okay. All right. So there's a guy in a bar. He goes up to someone. He's like, "This guy looks good. Let's say he's MM, right? Let's do this." Yeah. Thinks he's being like really seductive and like trying to get this guy to come home with him, and just his game is so fucking awful, but he thinks he's being really good.
Some really cheesy stuff, you know.
Cheesy.
Yeah, cheesy.
Okay. Hey, excuse me. Hey, excuse me, bro. I noticed you were sitting here by yourself, so I don't know if that's because you're playing the cool aloof guy, or I don't know, maybe you forgot to wear deodorant today. No, sorry, forget I said that. That was really lame. Yeah. So I just I thought I'd come by and see if I could order you a drink. Yeah, what's your fancy? Actually, you know what? Cocktails. Look at this This is $14 for a Cosmo. No. How about a couple PBRs? Is that okay? All right. Hey, barkeep. Yeah. Yeah, me and the handsome gentleman here, we're gonna actually can we share? Can we just share one? Okay. All right. I thought that might be. You don't mind? Like wow, okay. You don't worry about germs at all. All right, it's kind of a test for you, actually. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, I don't know. Sorry, I'm starting to ramble in this.
Oh my God, that was so good.
Like I can picture the scene, right? Like it's
I picture like the bartender like looking over, like what is happening here?
can we share a PBR?
Two straws.
That was so good, Dolph.
All right, Dolph, we only have one more for you.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
this is right up his alley.
This is a good one. All right, this one is a rival gym bro who is taking things way too personally.
I gotta figure out why do you have a rival at a gym? I've never had a rival at a gym.
You know, like who can
kinda
lift
what-
more? Like it's kind of like you're
Yeah,
competing
like-
next. You know that scene in Heated Rivalry when they're on the bikes and they're like competing, like who could go faster, who could, So it's like you got a rival there that you show up to the gym. Here's this guy who's always trying to like be like the biggest, buffest,
Yeah.
strongest dude, and you're like, I'm gonna fucking show him up.
Hey, bro. Hey, what's up? You think I could get a spot real quick on the bench right here? Yeah, awesome. Yeah, actually, just put a couple 25 plates on there for me. No, just 25s. That's it. Wait, is that? You don't think that's impressive? I don't care if you think it's impressive or not. What do you mean? What do you mean 45s or nothing? Dude. All right, fine. Put on the 45s. All right. Yeah, just I'm gonna go for 6 or 7. Okay, so if I hit the 6, just make sure I can at least push out the 7. All right. Lift. Okay. Hey, dude, you're standing a little close to me there. No, that's not helping, man. I can see right. God, dude. Oh, the smell. God, when's the last time you changed your gym shorts, man? Jeez. Oh, oh. Most people wear underwear when they go to the gym. God, are you doing that on purpose, man? Come on. Oh, no, I'm not getting hard. What are you talking about? Oh, God, okay, help me up. Come on, man. Dude, aren't you gonna help me lift it? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Did he teabag you?
Yeah, he was teabagging me, I guess.
I got it. That was so well improvised. I could almost see the balls on your forehead. Yeah.
I mean, well, I was going to say I could like hear you lifting like that's how I was actually very immersed in that.
Yeah.
It's like you do this for a living or something. I mean,
So weird. Oh, you're such a good sport. Well
thank
done.
you for indulging us
Thank
with
you.
that.
You
Oh my
committed
God.
to the bit, so you
did.
win.
Thank you.
You don't get anything.
You don't get
Oh,
any.
You
I was gonna say,
win.
what's my prize?
You win.
You win us asking you how you even got into spicy audio in the first place.
Oh my God, what a prize!
What a segue.
That's such
Okay.
a segue, Jules. You're such
Thank
a
you.
professional.
That's an excellent segue.
Thank you very much. My one and only.
Well, I was a realtor at the time, and I did not really enjoy it very much. And so I had been constantly cooking up ideas in my head about what other types of work I could do. And it occurred to me one day that maybe there's a need for spicy erotic stories that are narrated and people could listen to them like when they're driving or at home or whatever. Like, you can obviously find stories like that to read on Reddit or Literotica or various other websites, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if there was an audio version of something that, explicit that you could listen to if you wanted to. So I was like, okay, well, maybe there's a need for that. And so I started looking into that and recorded a couple podcast episodes of reading stories like that and writing them as well. And then I stumbled across audio erotica, roleplay audios on Reddit. And I was just like, that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll give that a shot. It's kind of in the same vein. So I listened to like 1 or 2, and then I wrote my own. I wrote a couple and did a male for male and a male for female one, and got a good response. And some people started messaging me and talking to me about it. And I still was thinking, okay, well, I'm going to do the other thing, the stories more so, but maybe I'll do a little bit of this here and there to kind of widen my audience. But then I just kind of kept doing more and more and more of the role plays because I was really enjoying doing it. And yeah, and then I made a Patreon and started trying to figure out ways that I could try to make this a paying gig, and eventually found my way on Quinn, and now I am doing it for full-time work.
Right, from realtor to that's quite a pivot.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I mean, did you always know you had like, were you just like, my voice is kind of pleasing. Maybe people would like to hear me talk about it in a podcast. Just like, do you just sort of like, my voice is nice to listen to? Or did people like tell you that and you kind of were like, all right, I'm going to maybe try and narrate a few things?
No, nobody's ever told me that I had especially good voice for anything in particular, really. I wasn't really thinking of my voice being a suitable thing for any of this, honestly. I just thought I would try it.
Awesome.
And in retrospect, there are audio erotica performers and narrators who have like really sensual, really beautiful voices. But then a lot of them also, a lot of people just have regular, normal person voices. And I think that people also like that because you can connect with it and it, feels perhaps more like somebody you would really meet in your normal existence. So I think that, you don't even have to have a super specific erotic voice in order to make it in this profession. I don't think so. Which,
That's
like I
interesting.
said, I don't know if I have a voice that's particularly out there in any interesting way. I think I have a pretty regular voice personally, but I don't know.
No.
No.
No?
Well, no.
No.
Well, I mean, I think it's like you said, Dolph. It's like what's regular to one person might be like hot and sexy to somebody else.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
Yes.
all the different kinds of voices out there gives everyone something to connect to. Because you're right, like a normal voice versus like someone who, I mean, someone's normal voice could be unbelievably hot and sexy, or they could sound like they're putting it on,
Yes.
right?
That's
Like
true.
they're like performing. So yeah,
Yeah.
the real voices are good.
So, Dolph, when you were growing up, were you always into storytelling and, performing, or was this something out of the blue?
No, I was not a performer, but I was really into reading growing up. I did dabble in writing basically throughout my whole life. And so, yeah, it did kind of come naturally to me to want to write my own stories, erotic stories in this space. And I really enjoyed doing it.
Do you remember what your first piece of audio was? Like the first thing you created for public consumption?
It might have been the story that I found on Reddit and got the author's permission. It was about two college roommates, and one of them was a wrestler who liked to show off on webcam, and he roped in his roommate, who was the speaker, into doing webcam performances with him.
Oh, I'm invested.
And it was like an hour and a half story, and it was pretty
Oh my
pretty
God.
popular on various podcasts. I still get people who message me about it. So the positive feedback that I got from doing that was something that kind of propelled me to keep doing it. So,
And where does one find that?
oh God, I made that like 2 years ago. You can actually, I still have my podcast up, even though I
Okay.
haven't
Oh.
really done that much with it for a while.
Mhm.
It's called Dolph's Parlor. So if you just search
Oh.
Dolph's Parlor podcast, you'll find it.
Nice.
So you've got, listening to your audios, you've got very distinct pacing. You're very slow and intentional, kind of almost like you're letting the listener, lean in and catch up with you. Is that always been your style, or has that
That's
changed?
interesting. Yeah, I haven't had anybody actually tell me that specifically but yeah, I think that maybe naturally I speak that way. I don't know. But I do believe in this space, maybe the ones from audios that I've listened to, maybe I've just like preferred audios where you kind of have time to get settled into the space, and I guess all I can say is that it's not an intentional choice to make it slow and deliberate like that. But yeah, I guess that's just,
It's your natural cadence. That's what
That's
it
your
is.
style.
so.
Just how you
Yeah.
are.
It's good. Talk about that. Like, do you think of your voice in and of itself as a character? Or is it just like you turned up a notch?
Well, I don't know how successful I am at this, but I try to do a lot of different types of characters. So I'm trying to approach this from the point of view of like being an actor or trying to improve my acting skills and hopefully successfully play
Mhm.
many different types of characters and roles so that it doesn't always feel like I'm the same person in all of these audios.
What's the sort of percentage? Do you write a lot of your scripts, or do you get them from other people?
I was writing a lot of my script. I was writing all my scripts, but then I got a lot of messages from different people asking me to do their scripts. I mean, there's a number of people who, at least in their free time, write scripts for Quinn creators. And so I was approached by some of them and agreed to do their scripts. And I agreed to do quite a lot of them. And so I had a backlog of script fills to do. And I'm through that now. And now I've got
Nice.
one or two script writers that I especially felt like I vibed with that I'm going to be working with going forward. But I really want to get back to writing my own stuff for the most part, because I really love that part of the process. So
And so when you're recording an audio, yours or a script writer's, like, as you deliver it, are you performing for someone, or are you performing with someone, like in your mind as you're delivering the audio?
It helps. I try to, in my mind, set myself in the circumstance and play through it like a movie as I'm speaking, so that
Mhm.
my reactions hopefully seem a little bit more genuine, even if I don't always have in my head what the listener is actually saying in response to what I'm saying. You don't really
Mhm.
have to, especially if you already have a script that's written. But yeah, I try to picture myself in this situation as if, I'm not sitting in a chair in front of a microphone, but actually like in this place doing these things. And that really helps me.
When did it kind of change for you? It kind of went from this is kind of fun to do to, oh my God, people are really responding to this, like comment wise, feedback wise. When did that kind of click in your mind for you?
By the time I started at Quinn, I was already pretty committed to trying to find a way to make this work as a full-time job, which I'm still figuring out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, by the time I started at Quinn, I was committed. But before that, when I was just posting to Reddit, because before Quinn, I only posted to Reddit and my Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, gosh, which one would it have been? My first like really big hit was whipping the billionaire fuckboy on Reddit.
Mhm.
What a name.
Right?
Yeah,
So good.
and that was, I don't know, like 6 months before I started at Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
And so that gave me a lot of motivation. I was like, okay, like people are responding to this. Maybe I can actually make this work. And so I had a few more audios that did well on Reddit, and I think that helped me to secure a spot at Quinn. But yeah, I think that audio whipping the billionaire fuckboy was the one that made me think, okay, yeah, I'm
Love
gonna
that.
I'm gonna try to make this work.
So how frequently are you recording audios and posting on Reddit and on Quinn? And you also do Magic Wave, I think, or some other places as well, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, for Quinn, until last month, I was doing 2 audios a month there,
Mm-hmm.
and now I can do 4. I'm trying to do 4 a month on Quinn.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so that's really exciting.
That's so
Woohoo.
cool.
My goal is to do 2 male for female and 2 male for male that just go on my Patreon or my membership website. After that, anything else that I can get out, I'll try to post to Reddit as well.
Yeah, I noticed that like I'm in your Patreon, and so you will often like when you do a male for female script, you'll then do the same script but male for male.
Yeah,
And
so
how did that come about?
Wow.
well, most of my subscribers are men. So
Okay.
I've been
Oh.
posting since I started to Gone Wild Audio Gay on Reddit.
Okay.
So a lot of my early traction and early subscribers I got were from men from Gone Wild Audio Gay. So
Mm-hmm.
every time I write a script, I will write a version that is for men and a version that's for women listeners. And
Nice.
Wow. That's
sometimes
awesome.
the script really lends itself to that, and other times you have to pretty much rewrite the whole script in order to do it, which is also fun, from a writing
Mm-hmm.
perspective. Like, okay, how can I make this make sense in a gay versus a straight context?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there much difference when you're writing a script for Reddit as when you're writing a script for Quinn?
I generally I'll allow myself to be a little bit crazier on the Reddit
Yeah.
scripts than on the Quinn scripts. I try to rein it in, and Quinn generally wants stuff that's a little bit more down to earth, boyfriend, husband, material type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
which is great. I love doing that. And then whenever you go to Reddit, now I can let out some of my crazy energy and do something really weird or bizarre. Although I've put some weird and bizarre stuff on Quinn as well.
I was going to say, so
Yes, you
give us an
have.
example of weird or bizarre that you would put on Reddit.
Okay, well, like earlier you mentioned the tax auditor. So I did an audio where I was the personification of the IRS, and I came to the listener's house and
Mm-hmm.
chastised them and spanked them and so on and so forth. And then there was another one where I was a Roman centurion who was captured by aliens, along with a listener who was also captured by aliens, but from a different point in time. And we were put in an alien zoo, so like pretty weird.
Oh my
Love it.
Well, that's very Twilight Zone. I'm going to listen. I'm listening to that immediately. I love that.
Have you met Dr. Rapture? Because I think you'd get on really, really well.
Oh my
God,
yes.
right?
I have met
Jesus.
Dr. Rapture. Yes, he's a gentleman and a scholar.
He is. And a fucking weirdo.
In the best way.
In the best
best
possible way.
Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
can see you being kindred spirits.
Yeah, we love him dearly, but you two are bezies, clearly.
But he's awesome. He did. I mean, okay, I've been in a couple with him, but he very graciously agreed to be the black cat in my Halloween monster mingle thing that I
Oh
did
my
this
God.
year.
So
And
good.
He was
Fucking amazing.
amazing in bringing that character to life. Yeah.
That whole
So
thing.
good.
Oh my God. It was just incredible. It was just incredible.
It's so good. I remember we just recently talked to Julius King, who's
Yes.
also in it.
Yeah.
And he was saying, like, he's like, the writing was so phenomenal. I wish I could write like that. He was so blown away
Yes.
by the writing.
Oh, well, that's really nice of him to say.
Yeah, it was really good. But yeah, Dr. Rapture as the cat was. So that's listeners, you can find that on Dolph's Instagram, right?
Yeah. All the parts are on my Instagram.
So did I read somewhere online that you went to school for philosophy?
I did. Yes. I have a bachelor's degree in philosophy.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So how do you incorporate your study of philosophy into your erotic creations?
Well, in general, I don't purposefully do that, except for the one audio where I was a philosophy professor, which is on Quinn.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
Did you flex during that? I've not listened to that. Did you flex? Did you like?
I
say
flexed
lot
a
of
little
big
bit.
Words,
Yeah, I hope so.
big words?
I just flexed a little bit on that. I tried not to make it too cerebral, but it is a little bit.
So you didn't call out.
Not that I have to try so hard to not make my audio cerebral, but I had to remind myself, okay, this audio is about sex primarily. And
Yeah. So you're not moaning Marcus Aurelius's name or anything like that. Like, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. But so Dolph, I have to ask with the philosophy background, like, how can intimacy exist without physical presence?
How can intimacy exist without physical presence? Oh, so you mean like when you're listening to an audio?
Yeah. But you're not there, so philosophize for us.
Philosophers.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't really see why that would be a problem, for those of us who can imagine compartmentalizing the different aspects of intimacy, right? Like the way that we talk to one another, the way that we emote is an enormous part of intimacy. And so you can absolutely get that portion of it in audio erotica. And then our brains are so powerful that I think if somebody sets the scene appropriately in one of these role play audios, you can your brain will just fill in the gaps for the physical parts. And maybe you might not actually feel it physically, but it'll be close enough, if you can allow yourself to be immersed in the audio. Which, is why it's so awesome to make these, because this is why, to me, it's not porn, is because it gives you everything that porn can't give you. Maybe what you want from porn, but you can't get, right? So, you get the visual stimulation from regular pornography, but a lot of people are like, give me the story, who are these people? Why are they having sex? And in audio erotica, you get all of those parts where it's, why am I attracted to this person? What turns me on about this situation? And, you're really jumping into those parts. And there's also the part of it where it's like, oh, the way he moaned that word was so hot, which is something you could get in porn as well. And so there's definitely some crossover. But that's why I like doing this, is because you just get to explore all these different ways of expressing intimacy.
Yeah, we're talking about turning people on. Is there something that you've written an audio about and gone, oh, do you know what? Didn't think that was going to fly, but it did.
But it hit.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I was having a lot of fun in the beginning when I first started doing this, with being crazy with the degradation stuff and, the male dom treating your partner consensually, in a degrading way I don't know. I thought it would be fun to make audios like that, and so I
They
did.
are.
But I didn't really think so many people. I thought it was going to be a little bit more niche than it turned out to be. It turns out that that's a lot of
God,
fun for a
no.
lot of people to
Jesus.
listen to. And I don't know if that's just because in an auditory context, it's a lot easier to become immersed when you have a really high energy, domineering speaker. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
Mm.
And maybe it's also that in your normal life, you don't necessarily want someone to treat you that way in a degrading way. But
Hmm.
in this context where you're actually alone with your headphones, it's fun to imagine something like that. I think that might be part of it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy we could talk for an hour and a half to 6 hours about degradation and doming.
Yes, she could.
She really could. Yeah.
And she has.
It's
Yeah,
my
and she-
thing. It's my thing.
But Dolph, I do think that's makes sense though, what you said about you weren't expecting it to reach so many people. Like you thought it would be a little bit more niche, because I thought the same thing. You know, coming into Quinn, I would see that tag and be like, oh God, you know, at the beginning, I'd be like, I don't want to be called pathetic or, you know, a slut or
Right.
something. And then the more you get into it and you allow yourself that safe space to listen to it, a lot of times you are just like, oh, this is fucking awesome, actually. You know?
Right. You're going for a ride, and it can be a lot of
Exactly.
fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
fun.
But it is fascinating to think about, because like as you're saying that, Jules, I'm like, but what is it though? Like, I don't know, because it rings for a lot of us. But you know, like, what is it? But I think it's part of it is like, I don't want to generalize all women, but women, for the most part, we're in charge of a lot,
Mm-hmm.
just in life.
Yeah.
Like whether it's managing the household or we just have to juggle a lot of balls. Settle down, Jesus Christ.
Here's an audio.
All right. Yeah. So to just have someone, we don't have to do anything unless we're told to do it. Like we can just surrender control. There's something very appealing about that.
Yeah.
What surprised you about women since doing audio erotica?
Well, it's interesting because I have a sort of a closed off experience whenever I'm doing this, because I don't see anybody's reactions whenever I'm recording or anything. I just get to see people's reactions in terms of comments and stuff like that, which people are so nice in this space that nobody would ever, very rarely does anybody say what, upset them about an audio or what they thought you could have done better about and stuff like that. And so you only get half of the feedback. Some of it, I feel like, so I suppose I could, I'm still learning about the women in this space and what they want and trying to glean what I can from the positive comments. And, I'm always asking people like, hey, especially if they're listening to something privately before I post it or something, like, you can just give me your honest feedback. How do you feel about this? And it can be hard to get that honest feedback sometimes because people are so nice and they don't want to hurt your feelings and stuff.
I'll be
For
honest.
me,
Degrade him.
I'm
Right?
always just trying to get better at what I'm doing. And so I'm always asking people to give me honest feedback. But let's see, what have I gleaned from the feedback that I have gotten? I don't know. I've often gotten some comments from various women who say that there's been a healing aspect to audio erotica and that it's been really good for their mental health, and that what I've been making, however bizarre or silly it seems to me, has had a genuine, real positive impact on some of these women's lives, which, is more than just a little bonus. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I never expected to hear that whenever I started doing this, but if I can make a positive impact making silly audio pornography, then I'll take it.
Yeah,
There's nothing silly about it, Dolph. It's powerful shit, is what it is.
it is. I can see how that could have been surprising for a creator to be
Yeah.
like, wow, wait a minute, I just thought we were having fun here, being playful. But no, God, we hear that all the time in the communities that we're in, right? Like how healing this has been for so many women to just feel free to experience different things they didn't even know they liked. Like it's like Smudge was saying earlier, it's a safe way to test some waters, and not feel like a weirdo. Like, oh, other people like this too. It's just yeah, and then to just feel like desired and nurtured and like, yeah, it's good
Yeah.
shit.
It is. It's like one of those things where like when I joined Quinn and, there was the spanking tag, I was like, oh my God, that's something I've always liked, but I never wanted to talk about it because I thought I was a weirdo about that. The few friends I would, tell when I was in my early 20s and they'd be like, oh, you like that? That's kind of, I'd be like, oh my God. But then you find this space like we're talking about, and you kind of are able to open yourself up like that, careful, and just be like, whoa, this is something that's makes me feel I'm not that weird.
Yeah.
That's true. That is a really beneficial thing about this community is your ordinary everyday friends who you know in real life. They're not really the right people sometimes to talk about what turns you on and what kinds of things you look for in your sexual relationships. Maybe they are. I guess if you do have those kind of friends, then you're blessed. But for those who don't have it, this community is really nice and so good to connect with people who are of a like mind and have a place where you can discuss those kinds of things.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah. So growing up, were you, taught gender roles early on, were you free with your sexuality and pleasure?
I grew up in a very Christian conservative household. Yeah, Baptist parents in the Midwest.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, my dad was very, this is how a man is, men don't cry, pull yourself up by your bootstraps kind of situation. And my mom was the same way too. So I grew up with very strict gender roles and expectations. And yeah, extremely Christian, like no alcohol, no bad words, I don't know, the whole 9 yards as far as that
real
goes.
Straight edge.
Very, very straight edge. And so it was a bit of a repressive environment to grow up in. And growing up, I always knew for as long as I can remember that I was bisexual. And, that wasn't accepted in my household. So it was very freeing when I did leave. When I turned 18, I was, out of the house as quickly as I could be. And that probably was part of the reason why it was a part of the reason why I joined the army, just to be able to make money and be as far away from my family and live the kind of life that I wanted to live, without fearing judgment and that sort of thing.
The army now is no different than a cross section of normal, civvy life.
Exactly.
There's bits and bobs of everybody, and
everybody. Do the people in your real life know what you do? Friends, family, whatever, know what you do for work?
I'm open about it with my friends, but I don't tell them. I haven't told my family about it. They ask what I do, and I just tell them I do audio editing because that's as close to the truth as I can get without too many questions, and it also sounds extremely boring. And so they don't ask further questions usually.
Smart.
Really smart.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I tell them as much as they deserve to know, in my opinion, Just like I said, my family is very judgmental and restrictive with a number of things. And I love my family, but they come from that world, and we just have to keep a little barrier of separation, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people listening probably have that same experience. I think a lot of people in this community, they're in real life people don't really know what's going on.
No.
Right.
Yeah. Which is a shame, but also sometimes it's just necessary. It's like you kind of got to know who your people are.
That's right. Yes.
Do you think the sort of repression growing up sort of led to certain life choices that you made, or do you think you would have made them anyway?
Honestly, I don't know what made me like that. But probably. I'm guessing it had something to do with growing up in a repressed environment.
Or maybe
then we're grateful for it.
Yes, we are. Very.
Or maybe you're just the type of person that just says, yeah, I'll try that.
Yes, that could be it as well.
There you go. But when you're doing your super boring audio editing like you do, have you ever come across something that shouldn't have worked very much, but then it really did? You were just like, this, like, it is going to work, and it didn't, like something that didn't hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that you were like excited about, and then it was like, oh,
yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah, that happens all the time. You really don't know, especially when you're posting to like Reddit, you really don't know which ones are going to be popular and which ones are going to completely flop. because it just kind of comes down to the ebbs and flows of who's online at a given time, and it's quite random which one ends up catching fire on a given day and becoming popular. So yeah, I've had some that I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be awesome, and then it's just like total flop, and you just have to roll with the punches and be like, okay, well, some people enjoyed that. Hopefully it found its people, and I'm going to move on to the next project. Like, I'll give you an example. I did vampire audio where it was quite a serious, like 17th century vampire audio, and it was long scripts that I poured my heart into, and it really didn't do nearly as well as I thought it was going to do. And so that was a lesson for me. It's just just do your best on each one, and at least you'll enjoy it, even if
Why didn't you think it worked?
I think that perhaps I overestimated the popularity of an actual like 17th century vampire kind of vibe. I don't think that's what the people wanted at that time.
Right.
Maybe an 18th century and 19th century.
Yeah, I just missed it by a century.
Just a century. Yeah. So as you are, I know you said you went from 2 audios on Quinn, you can do up to 4 now. So I imagine more and more people are finding you, whether it's through Reddit or Quinn. And so how do you navigate the whole like possible minefield of boundaries and interaction with your community and whatnot?
Well, I don't know. I haven't really had an issue yet. So maybe that's one of those things where, whenever you hit pain points, you start to erect barriers and figure out new things. But I've had people who have already kind of helped me, like just have those boundaries in the beginning.
Nice.
Like whenever I started a Patreon and found my moderator for my Discord that's you can access through my Patreon. She kind of just like was already familiar with the space and already kind of knew a lot of the things you could do to try to avoid the biggest pitfalls, But in general, everybody's been so far, knock on wood, everybody's been super respectful, and I haven't really had any issues. So I haven't
That's
great.
I haven't really
Good.
had big
That's amazing.
concerns yet. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
How do you chill out after an intense audio? Meditation, gym, what do you do?
Wanking.
Your rival gym bro.
Yeah, well, these days probably the gym. Yeah, I've been hitting the gym pretty often, and then I also try to do like an hour walk most days as well, and that's super relaxing. That'd probably be my number one reason. My biggest de-stressor in the day is going for a walk for about an hour.
Wow. All right. I have to ask, when you go walking for an hour, do you listen to anything or do you just like connect with nature?
I try not to. Occasionally I will if I've got some things I want to catch up on.
Yeah.
I'll bring my headphones and listen to something, but I try to just keep that as a time where it's,
Wow.
me and my pup Toby, and we just
Aw,
go for a stroll, and
Toby.
yeah, it's a time to let your brain reset. So I try not to have too many inputs in that time.
I'm imagining Toby's toe beans.
Oh yes, he has really nice, cute pink toe beans.
Oh, Toby. I will say, as someone in your Patreon and your Discord, if you would like to see progress photos of Dolph's gym visits, there might be some in there.
Yeah, if you
some
wanted
photos.
to join my Patreon and get into Discord, I do frequently post some thirst trappy type things, which sounds weird to say because I feel like
Don't say it,
God,
Dolph.
I've never.
And Carrie is always trying to tell me to love myself and all that,
Yeah.
right? But I mean,
Yes.
I do feel a little bit weird posting these thirst trappy things when it's like, this is the internet. There are much more fit people that you could be looking at.
Oh
But
my
you know.
God. I'm going to edit this
But I
out to
still
say
do it.
that.
Yeah, I know. But, and then Carrie comes in and forces me to say nice things about myself. So
I like that you're calling them. You're saying thirst trappy. Thirst trappies.
Yep,
I love that.
Trappies.
thirst trapping out here.
But I do recommend his Patreon and his Discord. It's super, super fun. All right, so speaking of your Patreon, as a member in your Patreon and in your Discord, you do this awesome thing every month called Dolph Says. Can you tell the listeners a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So once a month, I accept your submissions as my Patreon members of anything that you would like me to say. There's really not much that's off the table. So whatever sexual thing or non-sexual thing or funny or whatever dominating or submissive character you want me to be, you just write out what you'd like me to say, and I go through each and every one of these submissions for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and it's sort of like just a little party, and we just hang out live. And so yeah, it's just a fun monthly event that I like to do
It's
for my
so
members.
Sounds
fun.
amazing.
It's so fun. And it's live. So like he schedules it, you go there, and so you're live while he's doing this. It's so fun.
That's so cool.
God.
It's so that I'm like, this is just gold. And people submit all sorts of stuff from like, you can ask for different accents. You can ask for different. He's done Valley Girl
Oh
shit.
my
He's
God.
done like, yes. And, I mean, and last time I had him say something very nice to myself, to me, like just
Aw.
like reading, like, so it's like a little encouragement thing.
I love that.
And then I had him say a letter to himself because he never says nice things about himself. So I'm like,
Yes.
dear Dolph.
That was very
And then when he
helpful.
finishes it, it says, love Dolph. And he's like, damn it.
So you coded.
Right?
So you coded.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
really is.
I can,
Really
I
is.
can almost guarantee mine would not be that sweet. Mine would be full on degradation.
Oh my God,
that's-
Smudge. I would
Smudge.
love to hear him read something of yours. Smudge
You
writes,
should.
first of all, Dolph, Smudge writes amazingly well. Like, let me
Oh,
just
wow.
say.
No, like,
She's an incredible writer.
Excellent.
And she's filthy as fuck.
oh yeah.
Can I just caveat
yeah.
that with saying not all of my stuff is filthy. I have.
Oh, that's
Oh yeah,
true.
no.
I've just written my book, finished it, and
Yeah.
Well, I
know.
do love to do a degradation script, so we're kindred spirits. Well, thank you. Oh yeah. So I was gonna say just a little self-plug here. I
Yeah,
also am getting ready to release an alternate membership site to Patreon. Because
Oh.
you may or may not know, but Patreon has been kicking off all of our brothers and sisters in the audio route
Yeah,
from
we've
left
heard.
and right. So it's
Yeah.
really only a matter of time before the Patreon is no more. So I also have a private membership website that is just like Patreon. I'm going to post the same things to both websites until I one day get kicked off Patreon, and then it'll just be the other one.
And you'll just have that one.
Okay.
Yeah, keep a lookout for
Oh.
my link tree. If you go to my Instagram, you can click on my link tree from my Instagram, and that'll bring you to all my links.
other than the new website access, what is it that you want to do next that you've not done so far?
I am working on an audiobook, which is a lot of fun.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just plug it. It's
Yeah.
it's written by Danielle Cookie.
Cookie. So you're narrating this book.
Yeah, okay, so I'm narrating an audiobook. And you'll be as it starts to come out, you're gonna see plenty about that. And I'll make sure to keep you all apprised of where you can, read up on that and listen to the audiobook version. And then I'm also going to be doing I'm working with Reddit male for male narrated stories, but it's just a written story.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's a really popular writer on Gay Stories Gone Wild on Reddit.
Okay. Yeah.
And so he has a bunch of short story collections. And so I'm going to narrate those, and we're going to put them on Audible. And that'll be
Wow.
or
Audible.
that'll be like a pay-per-view type thing. You buy the books on Audible, but I'm also going to release quite a few free standalones, and I've already got a couple out. So you can find those on my Reddit or my Patreon.
So more narration versus immersive stories.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
cool.
I'm going to be trying to do quite a bit of narration as well. I didn't mention the name of the book, Echoes in Obsidian, so you can look that up, and that's by
Echoes in Obsidian.
Danielle Cookie.
Oof, what a name.
Yeah, not Cookie.
Is this your first full audiobook that you're narrating?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's not even a full audiobook. I'm just doing the main love interest's point of view chapters, and his dialogue will be narrated by me in the other chapters as well.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it's a good job you're doing this full time, because how would you find time to do everything?
I know, that's the thing. It was a challenge. It was a little bit of a challenge to get started because, it takes so much time, and you have to put out so much content to begin gaining traction, and yet you're not going to be making money for a while. And so it's a little bit hard. Yeah, but
So how do you
Yeah.
have like a time, like how do you actually time manage? Do you have like a system that you do, like
Oh
spreadsheets?
God, I wish, but no, I'm like I'm the least organized person alive. Yeah.
So it's the fly by the seat of your pants spreadsheet, right?
That's right.
That's the name of
Exactly.
it, right?
Yeah.
And are you one of
Why
those?
not?
Are you one of those people that can like procrastinate? Like you were in school and you wouldn't study for a test, and then the night before you're like, stay up all night and get 100 on it.
100%. Yeah.
All right, there we go. You're good then.
Yeah.
You're good.
Same. I feel you. I'm the same way. Same way.
Same, except mine aren't 100% when I wait till the 11th hour, though.
Oh, yeah,
so.
true. Yeah. Yeah. I learned to be okay with good enough pretty early on. Like, it's
Like
like, you know what, as long as I pass, it's like when I was in college, we had to take like these literature courses, which to me is just like torture. I was a writing major, but like whatever. And people would be striving for like A's. I'm like, listen, if I get a D minus, I pass just like the kid who got the A. So who the fuck cares?
There you
Like, we
go.
just get by.
There you go.
I wish I could go back to high school and know that I was going to end up doing audio erotica and that I could easily get C's in all my classes and not even sweat it.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
If only. I think we have to talk about one particular audio because the three of us had little cameos in it, in a sense.
Yeah.
You did a series called Get Fucked,
Mhm.
written by Lark. And you put a call out to some people in your community who put a call out to other communities for some participation in it. So, I mean, we just have to mention it because we
thank
all
you all
said,
very much for participating and sending this. I do appreciate everybody who's submitted for that.
yes.
Yeah, so Lark, she's a very, very talented writer, but she's also kind of new to the scene. Anyway, she's kind of exploded onto the scene, right?
Yeah,
she's a
she
very good
has.
writer.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
But she and I, a very long time ago, started talking about this silly game show audio, which was just going to be more ridiculous. But I was like, okay, but it can't just be funny. We have to try to make it sexy as well, you know? So that was the additional challenge. And I think she succeeded. It's a
You all
really
did.
weird thing where it's like jokes, jokes, jokes. And then it's just like, oh my God, like, wow, okay, this is really happening.
Atlas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Atlas killing it in there.
Fucking Atlas. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't heard it yet, check it out. It's bizarre, but also
Yep.
sexy.
So good. So it was you, Atlas,
Doc.
Dr. Rapture,
Dr. Rapture,
Lux,
Lux.
Flynn.
Lux. Yeah.
And
it was
obviously
so
you
good.
too as well. You too.
I mean, yeah, we did. Oh, yeah.
And all
Jules
of
said, Jules,
Yeah.
what was your line?
Oh, hedge your bets.
Oh,
That's right.
okay. Now that you just said that, I absolutely remember your voice in that.
I was
That's
so
Jules.
excited.
Yeah. She was so excited.
Yeah,
I
that
told
sounded great.
everybody.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
That's me. It is exciting, right? It's like kind of cool to be like, that's my voice in there. But yeah, it's so funny and it's really good. And it's like, I think it was like 3 parts that you put together. So I think it's like over an hour.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we split it up so that people could listen to it separately because otherwise it'd be over an hour and it's just a long time to listen to something.
Yeah.
It was really fun to play a host in a game. I mean, okay, so the concept of Get Fucked is there's a game show and the listener is the person deciding between the bachelors on this show of who they are going to choose to be their fuck friend, right? And so it's like I'm a host of I play it like I'm the host of a normal game show like The Price is Right or something, except everything that I'm saying is so ludicrously personal and sexual, you know what I mean? And so that was the most fun thing. I mean, but that's the whole role, but it was a lot of fun to play such a bizarre circumstance.
Yes. I like that they were referred to as contestants.
They are the contestants.
Oh my God. I like your crazy shit. It's so good.
Oh, it's the best.
Shall we move to listener questions?
Shall we? Let's.
Yes.
I hope that we
Okay.
got at least a couple because otherwise it'll be a
we
little
got-
bit embarrassing for all of
We-
us.
We're not going to be able to get through them all.
Yeah,
to
we
be
got-
Oh,
honest.
wow. Okay.
We got loads.
Yes.
So,
we chose a handful.
yeah.
Alright.
Because a lot of listeners are like, they're good interviewers, right? So a lot of the questions that come in, it's like, well, that's part of what we were going to talk about
Yeah.
anyway. But we got plenty that we didn't talk about. So,
Mhm.
so this first one is from creampuff_22_puff cream.
Just rolls off the tongue, that, doesn't it?
Just rolls off the tongue. I
Wow.
don't know who we like to give the full name. What is the lore about 2217?
Oh, okay. Well, I did a ramble fap, in which I for some viewers, famously uttered the words "TikTok, bitch," and they really like that. And so it's just become a little bit of a legendary thing in my little community. 2217 TikTok, bitch. Yeah.
Okay, it's a timestamp. Now I'm understanding.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, I have to say this username as it's meant to be from the 90s, and it's Penelope Tate, please. 1, because it's from a show back called The Amanda Show. So I have to read that. So great username. So this question, I love this question. It is, what is something that brings you simple joy?
Joy.
Other than your 1 hour walk?
Okay. When you've got no responsibilities looming over your head and you've got a book or something like that, and you can just sit down and not worry about anything and just enjoy your book for an hour and a half or something before you have to lock in and worry about getting something else done, you know?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It's hard to get the quiet time. I mean, especially when you do the work that you do, because you can always be working on it.
Yeah.
Right? There's always something you can be doing. So you have to have some real discipline to step away and like not be near technology and like picking up a book.
Right.
It's gonna be nice.
Yes. Yeah. I have to be away from technology because like if I pick up my phone to do one thing, I'm going to end up doing 12 other things as well while I'm at it. And
Yep.
I'm very scatterbrained. So yeah, my relaxation has to be something non-electronic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Toby's toe beans.
Yeah.
Toby's toe beans. That's a good one.
You guys keep mentioning toe beans, but I do actually have an audio where I played a cat man who references his toe beans in a really weird and awkward way.
Okay.
So that's another weird cursed audio that you can look up that I've done if you'd like a laugh. Yeah, it has to come on, they have to be anthropomorphized.
Yes.
Yeah. Consent, people.
Consent, that's right.
I saw Cats the musical, very hot. So
Yeah, there you go. If you're really into Cats the musical, this is the audio for you. You can look it up. It's Dardolph's Chamber on Reddit.
Dardolph's Chamber?
Yeah.
What's Dardolph?
Dardolph is the cat version of me for this audio.
God, that's so fun.
If for fans of Skyrim, you'll know it's a Khajiit character who are the cat people of that world. Yeah. So for the nerds, it was an audio for my fellow nerds out there.
And what does Dardolph sound like?
And Dardolph sounds, you asked what he sounds like. He sounds a bit Romanian, like this. Yes, Dardolph talks like this.
Transylvania.
Yeah, Transylvania.
I love Dardolph.
Oh my God, Dardolph. That's great.
Dardolph. Right. Third question.
From Boring Hobbies, when can we expect the plank challenge?
The what challenge?
Plank challenge.
Is this
on social media?
Oh, okay. So I think I've seen a little bit of this. So they're asking various people on social media to just plank for as long as they can. Is that the idea?
Yep.
I see.
Because it ends up resulting in grunts and groans and moans.
Nice sounds.
Nice sounds. So yeah, people just plank as long as they can.
Well,
Lost Tapes as a good
plank
example.
for a long time. I actually watched Lost Tapes, and
Did you?
Okay.
yeah, I was hoping for he should do another one because I was really hoping that he would truly go to failure. I think that he quit a little bit early, right? I think we got robbed
Totally.
of a little bit of moaning that we could have gotten from him. But for mine, yeah, it's gonna have to be like a 20-minute video if I'm going to failure.
20 minutes?
Damn.
I don't believe you.
All right, proof.
Liar. He's lying. Jesus.
But yeah, no,
I couldn't even do 2.
I will give that a shot, but probably not until it's too late.
Oh, all right. We have one more question.
Okay.
And this question is from Kylie. Kylie asks, at what point in your career did you realize, or have you realized, that what you do is also a source of education and discovery? And does that add any pressure to you at all?
Hi, Kylie. Well, I'm not sure that I even completely have recognized that as of yet, because I don't, like I said, people tell me like, oh, this was very healing for me, or this helped me get past this, and I believe them and I appreciate them saying that, but my mind still doesn't quite comprehend. But you know what, if I've been doing that for them, then that's amazing. And I hope that I will continue to do that for people as I just continue to try to be better at what I'm doing in this space. Yeah, I want to understand, but I'm still figuring out how all that works.
You'll get there.
So what do you think it is about it that makes you not kind of realize that? Why is that difficult for you to understand?
I guess,
Because I think you speak for most VAs.
yeah, I guess from my point of view, you know, when I'm writing, I'm thinking, okay, so how can what kind of a scenario can I come up with that is going to be worth 20 minutes of someone's time? And on top of that is going to be novel and also a unique sexual thing that is going to capture the imagination and all that, right? So I'm thinking of it in terms of creating entertainment. And so where someone comes into that and gets education or something that's fulfilling on a deeper level, while that's awesome, I'm so glad that's happening. That doesn't really enter into my mind when I'm making it. I mean, it's definitely in the back of my mind, and it has been since I've been hearing about that, but I'm just gonna have to keep you're just gonna have to keep telling me about your experiences, and
In detail.
eventually it'll get into my dense skull of, how all that works. Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if it's like to Kylie's question there. I wonder if it's better that it's not, because it's like you don't want to put that pressure on yourself. Like you just want to still go in there, be do playful, do fun, do
More
spicy, without like, am I changing someone's life right now?
You
It's a
know,
lot.
maybe part of it is just for VAs, if we're out here and we're being genuine and we're trying to make, like we talked about earlier, content that reaches people's intimate brain, reaches them on that level, perhaps the natural consequence is just that you're going to be bringing out feelings that are more profound than you would get from other types of entertainment,
Absolutely.
I think you just hit the nail on the head.
yeah.
I think that just did it, because it's really
Okay.
I think that's it.
Well, perhaps that is it.
Like the more authentic and real you show up, and the more of your authentic self you put into your audios, that's what communicates to us as the listener, and we enjoy it. So yeah.
And perhaps
that.
even though there are hundreds or thousands of people listening to this audio, there is a human connection happening regardless, because I'm putting a certain energy into this audio, a certain thoughtfulness, and a listener is approaching it, with a certain
Yeah.
openness. And so there is, regardless of us not knowing each other, there is a certain connection that's occurring there that's genuine, I think.
Absolutely.
Do you have any cool collabs coming up? Do you have any collabs that you'd love to do? People you'd like to collaborate with that you haven't done yet?
I'm a little bit light on collabs coming up right now, which is unusual because I've usually got one in the tank.
Yeah.
I just did a big one with Bad Fantasy.
Yes, you did.
Oh, easy money.
Yeah, and
So
I
good.
I've always loved Bad Fantasy since I started paying attention to this space. So that was so much fun for me to get to do something, a big project like that. And then if you're on either of our private membership sites, we also actually he might have posted it to Reddit. It might be free, but don't hold me to it. Anyway, we did like an hour long conversation outside of that, where we just kind of shot the shit and played some games together and stuff. So you can also see that if you're interested. But so upcoming collabs, as far as upcoming collabs, I have learned that you shouldn't count your chickens before they hatch. So
Okay.
mum is the word until they do happen. But
Fair.
Very fair.
yeah, there's a lot of people that I would like to
Right.
collaborate with, and I'm very open to collabs. So
Okay, so then the final question that we ask all of our guests is, how would you define sexual freedom?
becoming more open and honest with yourself and allowing yourself to the ability to explore things without judgment. Again, I think the biggest judgment always comes from ourselves, and so that's another lovely thing about this space, I guess. Going back to that education thing, self-education, is that we're teaching ourselves to love ourselves and allow ourselves to explore different kinks.
Love
Well
it.
said.
Perfect.
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 I know.
Racist.
I know.
Dolph,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much for your time. Thanks for coming and speaking to us. It's been such an interesting conversation. I didn't know that much about you, to be honest, but I feel like within the next couple of weeks I'll know a lot more.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been a
I
lot
think
of fun.
your game is the most in-depth game we've ever done, meaning the response, the way you responded to that. Like,
Oh, okay.
holy shit. It was amazing. So
That was good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I tried. I did my best.
no,
It was amazing.
a-
You can, our listeners are about to get like free
yeah,
little audio clips from you.
to be fair, I was like, all right, this is a cool game. It'll be like, 2 sentences about, the IRS guy. And then you just kept going. And I was like, this is
So
fucking
good.
cool improv. So thank you.
I mean, that Dom one, that's got like a switchy comedy, dommy, subby, audio written all over it.
With
Just-
toe
Thanks for
beans.
thanks for the opportunity to be silly.
But yeah, thanks so much, Dolph. It's been brilliant, and we hope to welcome you back when you some of these projects that you can't talk to
Excellent.
us about come off.
And you can come tell us.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Dolph.
Thanks, Dom.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dolph.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that was Dolph.
That was Dolph.
Isn't he just the sweetest human?
He's so
He's
sweet.
pretty damn sweet.
So
And he's
sweet.
pretty damn chill. Like you said at the beginning,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm feeling pretty chill.
Feeling mellow.
It's like, yeah, you are.
And philosophy. Did not know
Oh my
that
gosh,
about
I
him.
didn't know that.
It was cool. I mean, it was cool. Like at the game when he did his little like improv, and he's such an actor. Like, give me the scene. I got to feel more like, what am I working with here? And then he's like,
I definitely felt like we should have put more scene build up.
Apparently.
to give him something.
Yeah, but
to
you know
Live and
what was
learn.
so funny about it though is it was so funny because when he started the game, I was expecting him to do like 2 sentences of a scene, and he just went on and on like he was on a stage, and I was like, this is like a mini audio. Oh my god.
right? It's like,
Yeah.
you're welcome, citizens.
You are welcome. Yeah.
You're welcome.
But yeah, onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards. So thanks, citizens, as always, for listening to QuinnCast. We appreciate you more than you know. Please, we would love to hear your feedback, comments, questions, rating us 5 stars, all the things, suggestions for future topics, guests, whatever. We want to be in conversation with you. QuinnCast Podcast at gmail.com or QuinnCast.com, and you can leave us a voicemail. Kind of fun. Put on your sexiest voice. Anyway, so we will be back again soon for another episode of QuinnCast. But in the meantime, this has been Kazza. Your voice matters.
This has been Jules. Go put those lips to good use.
And this has been Smudge. Keep wanking.